I come in here and address one of the statements made by Anthony? Because I think he did make a very fair point. I'll give you that, Anthony. It was a fair point, which is, Terence, you're just saying, take the vaccine. What's the basis for your position? Well, number one is this. I would say, generally speaking, when it has come to healthcare issues, number one, I'm not a clinician, and therefore I defer to clinicians. And I defer to clinicians, and the reason why I defer to clinicians is because I ask the question. So, for instance, I've got a team around me. In fact, I'm in a team. Associate Professor Donald Palmer, who's a professor in immunology, and I've also got Dr. Jacqueline McLeod. I'm in a team with them, and we're in the Black Healthcare Group. And I take advice. I don't simply blindly say I'm going to take the vaccines. And what we've done is, so we've looked at it together. We produced a fact sheet, and that fact sheet has gone out to Black majority churches. So it's not a case of me simply saying I'm blindly going to take the vaccine. I'm going to admit, many times I've taken medication and I've glimpsed at the back of the sheet, the information sheet, and had a quick look, and we've all had a cursory look at the side effects and thought, yeah, I trust it, I'm going to have it. I'm not a biochemist, I'm not a clinician, I don't have the expertise. I can study this for a whole year, and we can all study for years. And I can tell you now, we will still have questions. And really, this boils down to one single word: trust. Dr. Palmer, it's one word. Dr. Palmer.
Tony, let him finish.
Anthony, I'm asking you to.
You're a solicitor.
Okay, Anthony, let him finish, and then please, and then you can have your rebuttal.
Anthony,
go ahead, Terence.
Anthony, you need to listen. You need to listen to what I'm saying, which is this: I am not a clinician. I'm not asking you to trust me. You need to listen very carefully. I'm not asking you to trust me. I'm telling you what I do. I trust experts. I defer to experts. I have to, because I'm not a clinician. I could study this for a whole year and I'll still have questions. And therefore, it's always going to boil down to the trust of the doctors. And that's where I think we've got a problem. And some of that problem, and I'm with you on this one, Anthony, you made a very good point at the beginning. Some of the problem is the fact that we've been bitten by racism in healthcare. And that needs to be, after this pandemic, that's something that will have to be looked at seriously.
Tony, just to answer, there's a question that's coming, there's loads of questions coming in on the question and answers. One is actually to Anthony, says, my partner who is Black has been taking a high dosage of vitamin D for over 2 years. They contracted COVID last year. She was put in an induced coma that required ECMO treatment. And we are lucky she survived today. There's the other side to the coin on that. So just to highlight, because I don't want this to turn into about vitamin D and herbs, but just to highlight, there is another side to this whole debate. And I just want to put that out there. Claudia, yours.